Hey, what's up, besties? Welcome back. So today I have some McDonald's and I ended up getting some french fries. Shamrock shakes are usually around St. Patrick's Day or around Easter time. They come out with the shake. It's minty. It's so good. When I used to work at McDonald's, way back in the day, when I was 16 years old, almost like 6 or 7 years ago, I used to get this on my lunch break, and I would do half chocolate shake, half shamrock shake, and it was amazing. Probably like the best thing ever. But I can't have buns at McDonald's because I eat gluten-free, so I just eat the burger without the bun. I know it kind of sucks because I can't do like a regular mukbang, but I do have this big bottle of ketchup, and I am a ketchup girl. So today we are going to open up this shake so I could dip my fries in it, but we're going to talk about the craziest stories that people have. And I'm going to tell you guys some crazy stories that I have, because you literally wouldn't believe it. Like, let me set the tone. So basically, I am at Black Friday with my mom, and this is the first story. This is my personal story. And me and my mom are just chilling. It's Black Friday. We're shopping. And this was in the midst of, I think it was like Sandy Hook, like all of those school shootings. And there had just been a shooting at a Walmart. So I was like, terrified, absolutely terrified that something was gonna happen, you know, like just in that environment where it's so stressful and scary. I'm scared. I'm like, you know, I think it was like, what did I say, 12 years old? I don't know. I was just horrified. I know my sister was little. And this is back when they used to do Thanksgiving on actual Thanksgiving, and the Walmart would be open. So you would go Thanksgiving night to Walmart. That's how it used to be, but now I think Walmart is closed on Thanksgiving, so it's closed on Thanksgiving and you go on Black Friday. But it used to be if you showed up early on Thanksgiving to Walmart, you can get the Black Friday deals. It was crazy. People would bust in the store. It was like all over. This was in the news. This is everywhere. So we're standing there and we're just getting, I think it was like a stereo or something. I don't know. We got something. DVD player. Me and my mom got something. I don't remember what it was. I just know we were there and we were waiting in a line to look at something. And this guy, I didn't know at the time, but think about this. He had bought a pistol. And his buddy bought a rifle. So we're walking back, and we just see a guy with a pistol putting it into his coat pocket, like hiding it, and another guy holding a rifle. So my mother grabs me, and we start running out of this Walmart, like running, pushing it, like hauling out of this Walmart. And I'm like, oh my god, like this Walmart's gonna get shot up. And I remember I was texting my friends. I'm like, there's a guy with a gun in this Walmart. Like, I'm scared. And so we ended up like leaving. We're like, then we go outside. It turns out Walmart was having a sale on firearms. A literal sale where you can get a firearm, but they had to walk you out. So he was surrounded by Walmart employees. We didn't know, but they walked him out and he brought the firearm to his car. So what we had thought was going to be like an attempted Walmart shooting, like me and my mother were frantic. It was just some guys buying some guns at the local Walmart. Now I think they no longer sell certain guns at Walmart, and they require a background check and to be like, you used to be able to buy, I think it was like bigger guns if you were under 21. But now at Walmart, I think you have to be 21 to buy all guns. So I was so scared. I think we kicked into fight or flight also because like the way he was like putting it into his like trench coat, we were like, no. So the next couple stories that I have about like the craziest thing that's ever happened to someone, I'm gonna read off of Reddit. That was my one story. I probably have a few other ones if I think about it, but this is basically what I encountered and could remember today. So this next one says, in math class when I was 12 years old, our teacher's watch stopped working. He looked at his watch and he noticed that at the time that it stopped working, he was trying to figure out like how close he was to the end of the hour so that he could tell the students to leave. Well, the next day he didn't come to school and they ended up having a sub, like a substitute teacher. And when he came back a few days later, the teacher actually told the students that his father had unexpectedly died, and at the time that he died, it was stuck on the teacher's watch that day. That's like insane. That is crazy. I can't believe that. Like, that's crazy. That gave me chills, but I'm gonna read another one after this, but I mean, that's never happened to me. Like, I don't even use watches. Tyler uses them, and he's been trying to get me to buy one because he loves them and he thinks they're so cute. But I don't really see a need for them. Do I have my phone? I do want a Coach watch though. Okay, the next story that I'm going to tell is about someone who accidentally apparently ate mushrooms. Growing up in my hometown, there wasn't much for teenagers to do. So naturally, my friends and I got the most kick out of partying and doing drugs. One night, my buddy had bought a bunch of mushrooms and decided that we were going to eat them and walk to the end of his town to his girlfriend's house, which was about a 3-hour walk. What the heck? Okay. We had nothing better to do that night and thought, screw it. At least we decided to have some fun tripping out. Oh my goodness. We ate the mushrooms. After we got something to drink at Sonic, decided to order 2 cheeseburgers to carry with us in case we got hungry. So we started our adventure, slowly taking our time, walking around the town and ending up in this small park. Wow. It's around 10 p.m. and we decided to stop and smoke a few before we started to feel the mushrooms kick in. I know a few people from high school who have done that stuff. I can't even drink, I'm not into that stuff. I'm that person that if I drink, I just start crying. By the time we finished smoking, we were definitely well under the effects of everything and having a good time. This is where everything starts to get weird. We are sitting there laughing, and then this big black dog walks out of nowhere and sits down next to us. Naturally, we pet it, and it's super friendly with us, so we decide that we're going to give him our cheeseburgers because he seems so cool. We unwrap the food and give it to him slowly, and he's ecstatic about it at this point. Once he finishes the burger, he slowly starts walking away, and my buddy suggests that we follow the dog and see where it takes us. Being under the influence like I was, this seemed like an awesome idea, and we began to follow the dog around. After 45 hours of following this dog around with us, to occasional stops to stare at patterns on the sidewalk and lay in the grass, we end up on the side of town known as 7th Street. This is the neighborhood where my buddy's girlfriend lived, and I had the realization that maybe the dog was leading us to his girlfriend. Naturally, I laughed at the thought and brushed it off and thought it was too crazy, even for me being under the influence. No lie, 15 minutes later, the dog runs up a driveway in this neighborhood, and I hear a girl say, "What the heck? Where did you come from?" Instantly, I realized the voice and yell was Marissa. Sure as heck, my buddy's girl ran down the driveway with this as her dog. She had been outside smoking and the dog ran straight up to her. The dog led us to Marissa's house like it was our canine guide or something. My buddy asked if she knew the dog or if it was her neighbor's, and she said she had never seen it before. To this day, it blows my mind that this happened. After we went to another buddy's house and left the dog at her house, but it had gone and came to her the next day. I wonder what happened that the dog from time to time. Anyways, I tell people the story and say that I was high on shrooms and that I imagined that a mystical dog handled my trip. Definitely one of the weirder ones to happen to my buddy and I during our smoking days. Wow, that's kind of crazy. I've never had anything like that happen in my life. I always have like weird dreams though. Like one time, this is like the craziest thing. I like predicted a crime with my dream. One time when I was younger, I woke up from this terrible nightmare. In my nightmare, this girl had gotten into a car accident and she was pregnant and there was a pink baby sheet in her back seat. And in my dream, it was like all over the news. It was like famous, like everyone knew about this crash. So then I wake up and I tell my parents and I'm like so rattled by this. So we look on the news and there was a story about a girl who had gotten into an accident with her daughter in the car. And I was looking at photos of the scene and it was literally a pink blanket in the background. And it looked just like what my dream had. It was crazy. But I remember I was bawling my eyes out because I thought I caused it. Because I was so young and so scared and didn't know anything about like that. It was crazy. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching me. Eat my little snack for the day. I hope you guys have a great day. Try the Shamrock Shake if you haven't already. And if you have any comments or any suggestions for videos for me, please leave them down below. I have a form if you guys want to fill out, and that's for topic suggestions or anything like that. But thank you guys for watching. Bye, besties.